Hey everyone, I'm George. I train at One Jiu-Jitsu over in Brighton, and we're now speaking with Taylor Biagi, who is a black belt training in Chicago. She's a four-time Pan Am champ, 20 times IBJJF gold medalist, and world medals at blue and purple belts. And she's now got her own gym, and she has 40% women training there, which a lot of gyms, I'd say it's maybe like 5-10% of women training there. Something that's like the most women I've seen training at one gym. So that'd be interesting to find out about as well. Yeah, thanks for your time, and yeah, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited.
Awesome. So before we kind of do a little gym tour and you show us about your facility, it'd be cool to just hear a little bit about kind of how you got started in martial arts and kind of how that led up to you, ultimately creating your own gym and running that.
Yeah, okay. So it's been a long journey. I started when I was in my late teens. I'm in my early 30s now. So it's been almost 15 years. And when I started, I was just looking for ways to burn energy, like new challenges. I was really active. So I tried like different martial arts like boxing, judo. And then when I went to the University of Iowa, my first day of my freshman year, I happened to walk past in the rec center. Like I saw them training, and for whatever reason, I was like, that's what I want to do, like the rolling around bit. And for whatever reason that attracted me. So
Yeah.
they had like a club team there, and I just started training right away and was not very good, but loved it like from day one. Like I remember showing my friends like arm bars in the courtyard outside, like as I was learning. And eventually the leaders of the club, like they were just blue belts and whatnot, but they started competing, and they always remind me like I was the annoying 18-year-old that was like, I want to do it too. Like, teach me how to do it. Like, let me come with you guys. So I just like loved everything about it right away. Continued competing like after college, wasn't really interested in any other sort of like career. Like I would nanny and waitress and anything just to support training. And then let's see, around 2018, I was feeling really lost, figured I needed to figure out a career to do, started personal training because that was what was available to make money like the easiest. And I fell into a job at a UFC gym of all places, like a local UFC gym. Yeah, which I used to like laugh at when I walked by it, just because like I would always say like it wasn't authentic like martial arts. But I ended up running a jiu-jitsu program there. It became quite successful. And then COVID hit and the whole gym closed. And at that point, I had like all these students asking me like, around the time people were getting vaccinated, like 2021, like, where are you teaching jiu-jitsu now? Like, where can we come to your classes? And so I just decided like now is a good time to do my own thing. And it ended up amazing. We found this, like, I'll show you guys, but it was like a yoga studio before. So it has this like lofty yoga vibe. And yeah, it's really amazing to get to have my own vibe that's like welcoming to women and to everybody, more than a competitor school. Even though I was always a competitor, I'm just really passionate about teaching anyone jiu-jitsu that is interested in bettering themselves and learning something cool. So that's kind of the vibe we have here. We have kids program that's really successful and really cute. And like you said, we have about 40% of our clients are female. So that's really special. Again, it's just super important to me. I know it can be intimidating for some. So my whole style is like to be positive and helpful to people instead of scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we are today. It's like I went from loving it to just training myself to now I absolutely love teaching and exposing it to others. And here we are.
Awesome. And what would you say, like, of the people who do train at your gym, like, what do you think maybe some of the common reasons why they get into jiu-jitsu as well?
So a lot of them it is self-defense or confidence, and for others it's just like an interesting hobby, like a way to stay fit without thinking about working out, and a way to make friends. And you get motivated to come in every day to see your teammates and to get your workout in and learn something cool, basically.
Nice. And would you say for like parents, is it similar for like the reasons they put their children in as well?
There's a lot of reasons that it's really good for kids. Parents often they want something that will benefit their kids, like help their self-esteem, help them learn important skills with their bodies and burn energy, get some structure, like, following some instructions and focusing. I always like to reference, like for kids and adults, I always like to reference, there's this Jordan Peterson podcast, and I can't remember his guest, but he was a specialist in play, and not just play, but he studied the benefits of physical, rough and tumble play in animals and humans. And it's very like cathartic for us. It's just deeply rooted, I think, in humans. And we don't get that a lot in our society, to physically touch each other, play with each other. So I think that's a great outlet for kids and even adults that we normally would never get physical touch.
Yeah. No, I mean, I grew up with brothers, and we'd always like wrestle and stuff, and that was something that I loved doing as a child. Like it was such a a bonding experience, just us fighting. And in older life, I still get plenty of chances to beat them up, so that's good. But like it's so nice to have that kind of outlet for myself as well. So I definitely resonate with that. Could you show us a little bit around the gym?
Sure.
We can have a little look. Yeah.
We had our first like kids' birthday party here, where they did jiu-jitsu for their party. So it was like a little bit of a mess, but here's one side of our gym. In the corner, we do have, I'm using a laptop here, sorry.
Yeah.
We do have weights, just basic deadlift and squat rack, bench press area. And then we have about 1,500 square feet of mats. And again, it's got like a very Chicago loft vibe here, like sunny, the brick walls.
Yeah, nice.
Whatnot. Here's some of my, I don't know if you can see with the sunlight, but some of my medals are hung up on the window as like wind chimes.
Nice.
And then we have, our nice, beautiful lobby. It's so sunny and bright in here, but we do have a fully feminine stocked bathroom with hair ties and all of that, and like a lounge area and tables. There's the balloons from the kids' party.
This is the most cozy looking gym setup I've seen. I've not seen a nice sofas and bean bags like that before.
We even like to set up and watch, like we'll put a projector on this wall and watch like jiu-jitsu matches some nights when they're the WNOs and whatnot. Some team bonding. And that's it.
Awesome. If someone were to message you and kind of get in contact for their first class, what's like the process that they would go through?
Yeah, so you can access our scheduling system on our website, which is taylorbiagijujitsu.com. That's one way. You can email me at info@taylorbiagijujitsu.com or message on Instagram, the same handle. Any of those ways, I'm always checking, and that'd be the best. We have a phone number on Google Maps. If you search us, it has our address and our phone number there too.
And then would they come for like an introductory class? Like how would those run, and how would that how would that happen?
Yeah, so you would schedule on one of our times. So we have morning sessions at 11:15 a.m. So we're going to start that soon here. And then we have evenings are going to be 6 p.m. So we just have all levels class. I really pride myself in my classes being very, very effective for all levels, like fundamental, but you get great drilling, and it's basic enough for brand new person can do really well and still interesting enough for a more advanced person. So I like it because I like how another important vibe here is the upper belts love helping, welcoming, and teaching new people. So they like it. They like having the new people around and getting to show them. They get excited about teaching them. So yeah, we just do an all-level class. There's several coaches in the room at all times, and you'll get to experience your first class for free, talk about the different options that might work with your schedule, and just go from there.
Nice. And what are like the changes that you kind of notice in your students? So like maybe, you know, kind of soon or maybe after their first class, and then also kind of going on from there?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Right away, my favorite thing is like seeing people light up and smile and realize that they can do something that when they first saw, they thought there's no way they'll be able to do.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that, and they get excited and they get confident like right off the bat. And then after that first initial excitement, like after a few more classes, they realize like it is work. It is not going to be easy, but that all they need to do is take a breath and focus. So I really like to see, like I will have a long period of drilling, like at least an hour in my classes, and people don't even blink at it. Like everyone's so conditioned to this, and they enjoy taking time to improve their technique, and nobody's in a rush. So yeah, I'd say the two things would be like that excitement that like they can do something cool and new, and then also that understanding that they're going to need some diligence, some patience, and that it's a long-term journey.
That's awesome. What would you say if there's someone who's kind of, say they've, you know, they watched through this video and they're kind of, they're thinking about training, but they're maybe a bit on the fence. They're not fully sure. What would you say to them?
I would say it's worth a shot. Like if you're even considering it, there's a reason for that you should explore and experience. And worst case scenario, it's not for you, and you can at least say you tried. You know, you'd rather that than miss out and never know.
For sure. Yeah. And yeah, is there anything else that you wanted to discuss that you feel like, you know, we didn't cover?
Honestly, no, I think we hit all of the important aspects of this place. Again, it's the specialness of the art that we all love, like you and I both love. And then this particular place, it's like the vibe I've cultivated of just like everybody being welcome, everybody being important, everyone loving to be together and work together. And I think that's the best type of energy to have. So I'm really proud of that and pleased with that.
Yeah.
And I'd be excited to share it with anyone who's interested.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks a lot for taking the time to do this.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity.